Hey guys, today I'm pretty excited. I got to bring out a handgun that I've been wanting to shoot for a while. It's the SIG P365 micro compact, and when these were first released in 2018 they generated a lot of buzz. They were the must-have, mainly because of the grip size and the magazine. So most micro or subcompacts this size with a grip this size will hold maybe 6 rounds, 6+1. This SIG somehow figured out a way to make this a double stack, and this holds 10 rounds. It's just kind of amazing how small that is to hold 10 9mm rounds, and that's what created such a buzz. Now initially there was a buzz kill, because right after they released them there was a lot of issues. They were having light primer strikes. They released them with the SIG Light night sights, and those were breaking off. I think they had a problem going into battery, a lot of them. Just, you know, a handful of issues. So SIG did the right thing. They halted the release. They worked on the issues, and then they started re-releasing. As of right now, supposedly all those bugs are worked out. We'll find out. This is a brand new handgun. It's never been fired. I've never fired it. So hopefully it will function flawlessly. We're going to see. All right, so let's talk about the handgun a little bit. All right, so this is a striker fired 9mm semi-automatic. The slide is made out of stainless steel. The frame is polymer. The barrel on this is 3.1 inches, and the barrel's made of carbon steel. It has an overall length of 5.8 inches, and it's right at 1 inch wide. So this is definitely a, you know, if you're looking for a concealable handgun, this will definitely fit the bill. One of the good things, this is it's also rated for +P ammo, so that's a positive. The sights on this are called the X-Ray 3 day and night sights. So they do have the tritium vials, you know, in there in the center, so that they will glow at night. But what I really like about this is it also has that kind of that fiber optic ring on the front, the green. That'll help make that front sight post really pop. So the trigger, some of the negatives I've heard are about the trigger, and I've only dry fired it, but it doesn't seem bad. Right here is where you start to get a little bit of a pressure that you can feel, and you just, you know, shortly after that it kind of goes. It's not completely predictable, but it's almost, because once you hit that little bit of a wall, you just go a little bit further and it's gonna break. The actual break is a little mushy, but it doesn't feel too bad. So I kind of showed the magazines. Like I said, I have 2 of the 10-round flush fit, and with that on there, I can only get, you know, 2 fingers on the grip. My pinky does not fit on the grip. So, you know, at that point it really does feel like a micro compact. In the magazine release I didn't talk about that, but I think it's reversible, and I probably will reverse it at some point. But I left it the way it is for now. I also did not talk about the slide lock or slide stop is here, and right forward of that is the takedown lever. All right, I also have, like I said, some of the 12-round magazines, and with the 12-round magazines, I can actually get a full grip on the handgun. It's still, you know, really small, but that does give that little bit of additional grip surface. So I'll definitely look forward to trying those and seeing how it feels with those. The ammunition I'll be using today is, I have the Fiocchi 124 grain. This is all I'm going to be shooting. I have a whole bunch of this, but I plan on shooting at least a couple hundred rounds to see how this thing shoots. So let me readjust the camera and we'll start shooting. Alright guys, so I adjusted into my close range targets. The first one's a little over 5 yards, the second one's a little over 7 yards, and the last one is a little under 11 yards. I'm just going to fire a few magazines, kind of get a feel for the handgun, a feel for the sights. Alright, I'm switching to the 12 rounders. The first two mags were the 10 rounders. Not too bad. Alright guys, I adjusted the camera to my intermediate targets. The 2-round gongs are a little over 11 yards. The first black silhouette's a little over 16. The first white silhouette's a little over 21. And the last in that target set is the second black one, as you're looking out there, is a little over 26 yards. I'm going to go out to that 21 yard. I'm going to try that 26 yard. Alright guys, so I focused the camera in on my long range set of targets. The first one in that set is a little over 41 yards. The second one's a little over 53 yards. The third one's a little over 62, and the last one is a little over 77 yards. I thought I would go ahead and try this P365 and just have a little fun, maybe shoot one magazine at each. All right, I'm going to try that 53. All right, I'm going to try the 62-yard target. Wasn't the best. Just for fun, I'm going to throw a few at the 77. Let's pull back out of there. All right, guys, I readjusted the camera back into the close and intermediate range targets. So I'm going to do a little more shooting right in here. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in on the 16-yard and throw a mag at it. Now I'm going to do that with the 21-yard. let's do it with the 26 yard. Alright guys, I'm going to shoot these last 4 magazines and kind of wrap up the video. Last magazine. All right, let me set this thing down. I'll readjust the camera. All right, guys. So today I shot the SIG Sauer P365 micro compact, and I put 310 rounds exactly of the Fiocchi 124 grain 9mm ammunition. When I brought the pistol out this morning, I literally took it out of the box. It's a brand new handgun. I ran a patch through the bore, and I did lube the handgun before I started firing. That's all I did. 310 rounds without a single malfunction of any type. So I'm pretty happy with it right now. Some of my shooting impressions, it is definitely a micro compact. When I have the 10 rounder in there, the flush 10 rounder, this, you know, and I pointed this out, and it is clear. I pointed this out, you know, when I started the video, so my hand does not fully fit on there, you know, just these 2 fingers. The pinky does not. When I put the 12 rounders in, it changes everything. So I have almost, you know, I have pretty much a full grip. And that definitely helped today when I was shooting the handgun. The handgun with the 10 rounders feels snappier than when you have the 12 round magazine inserted. And, you know, I think it's kind of the physics of it. So with my pinky on the lower portion of this magazine, it helps to reduce that snap of the recoil. The sights, I really like the sights. The tritium vial inserts in the back, you don't really see them. It's just more of like a target sight, black on the back. And the front, you know, ring, the green kind of fiber optic ring, really stands out. Okay, the accuracy of the handgun. I think for me, the accuracy is everything that it needs to be. For a micro compact carry pistol, I felt I had good accuracy from 5 yards out to even the 41 yard. You know, so I have no complaints about it. And, you know, obviously I'm shooting standing unsupported. If you know, put this thing on a bench or something, you can, you know, maybe hit more than I'm hitting just standing here. But okay. So overall, I really like the handgun. I also really like the stippling that they've, you know, done on the grip of it. I really like that. It feels really good in the hand. It does not become uncomfortable. It doesn't leave any hot spots in your hand. I do like the trigger too. It's kind of one of the typical SIG triggers, even though I think like the new 365 XL has a flat trigger, and I haven't tried one of those. I'd like to, but I do like this trigger. I don't have any issues with it. Speaking of the trigger, so the trigger pull, I don't have an issue with it. It's like I talked about at the beginning of the video, you start to get a little bit right here, and it's just a smooth, and then it just kind of goes. It's not a real predictable trigger, but it's not a bad trigger at all. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I guess the last thing, guys, I had a lot of fun today. Anytime I can come out and shoot still is a great day. The weather is getting really, really hot. Today, 104, 105. Monsoons are kicking in, so soon I may not be able to shoot as many videos based on the rainy season, but hey, I'm going to keep shooting them as long as I can. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.